Hi and welcome to the morning recap here on TCM Education. We're starting this 15-minute recap or brief with the markets basically up when I say the markets, I mean the S&P 500 up 0.22, and the Nasdaq is up 0.5% and at fresh all-time highs. The S&P 500 is at 608 right now, 613. So basically we are less than 1%, meaning one sentence or one positive statement from Jerome Powell, which is started his speech in front of the House 6 minutes ago. That's his second testimony day, and that's why we don't see a lot of action in the markets. But he can move. Yesterday he was part of the movement higher towards all-time highs. I don't know if there's more energy left, but all-time highs are basically within grasp of minutes for the S&P, and the Nasdaq is already there. And the reason why the Nasdaq is already there is this list, guys. Nasdaq gainers this morning. So let's start with the top. Let's exclude Robinhood, which is not a Nasdaq 100 stock. Nvidia up more 2.5%. Palantir 1.8. Google 1.8. AMD more than 1%. Taiwan Semiconductor 1%. Apple 0.65. Amazon 0.6. Now you have to scroll down to the bottom of the list to find the loser. And sorry, Tesla. That's the only big loser in the Nasdaq this morning. And the continuation of this, if you remember that 10% move on Monday on the robotaxi exuberant move, so Tesla is now reversing course, and it's still up big this week, but more than half of that 10% move evaporated. Yesterday around 3%, now already closing on 4%. Okay, that's getting a bit aggressive. So other than that, and the speech that's ongoing now in the background from Jerome Powell, there were a couple of stocks that reported earnings overnight. The important stock that has earnings scheduled this week is Nike. However, we had earnings from two stocks, PAYX down 9% and FedEx down, I think, 5%. Yeah, down, sorry, 4%. Again, not top tier stocks, but some of obviously FedEx can shed some light on global trade. Anyway, so things are looking fine for the markets. We are at all-time highs or close to that, and PAYX is down 9%. Obviously, that's not affecting anybody in this market. Now, Nvidia really stands out this morning with these fresh all-time highs over 151, going on 152. That's all-time highs for Nvidia, and all-time highs for semiconductors is about to follow. AMD is doing very well for 3 weeks in a row now, or 4 weeks in a row now. The same goes for Taiwan Semiconductor. Google is reversing some losing days from last week, and we're going both ways with Google and Nvidia and Tesla, which is quite weak and going definitely in the other direction. Let me see if there's anything that we can learn from this morning price section in the gainers losers list. And this is the list. We have NKTR, the stock that we discussed in the green, and it is in some of our playlists, in the green days playlist and in the great movers playlist. I don't remember even where it is right now, but clearly another 30% on this micro cap biotech stock that went to a reverse split. Okay, a reverse split takes away a lot of liquidity, and maybe that's behind this 30% move today. We have let me see, we have SMCI up 8%. Let's check that one. It's a great mover. AGUT is a great mover. Reddit is a great mover. FUTU, that's a Chinese brokerage stock. Coinbase is up again. Pony is up again. So many stocks that we covered yesterday in our and Robinhood, of course, is up another 3%. So many stocks that we covered yesterday, and I forgot to talk about Robinhood. Actually, we had a video about Robinhood, but we didn't have a video about Uber. Okay, that's for those who like or want to know more about Uber and how it trades. A video is coming up on that stock, which is doing very well as it's tracking the robotaxi market. So Uber is around the corner for us. Okay, so let's start with okay, we have plenty of time. That's great. Let's start with NKTR. Our case, of course, that you see here in the posted in the room is the ARK Innovation from Cathie Wood. This ETF is also at the all-time highs. Okay, so let's move to NKTR. Up 28%, and with a beautiful move starting with 25 in the morning session. Let me point it up to you guys. So 25 long, then another move higher, another round number entry at 30, and there's another round number coming up at 32. Keep in mind that when you trade a stock that's up 20-30%, the strategy of 1% of risk is definitely not going to work. This stock is due to a huge pullback. And maybe it's we will be able to find another entry point. Having said that, the risk right now is definitely on the downside. So if you look at the daily chart, you'll see a number. The stock basically ignoring the reverse split, which is 15-1. The stock traded at 75 cents 2 weeks ago. Now it easily broke over 32. Again, the moves here are really unsustainable. Very poor percent liquidity. That's why it is such a great mover. So the volume is great, but the percent liquidity, you can see how the way it's moving. Spreads open up. Nearly moved the dollar in, I don't know, in 30 seconds. Nearly. Okay, so that's a stock that should be on your watch list, NKTR. Let's go to AVAV. Sorry, not AVAV, SMCI. SMCI is also in the semiconductor sector, up 8%. SMCI. And basically breaking out of consolidation between 40 and 45 over the last month or so, more than a month. Should be on your watch list if you like a good high volume intraday mover that can be traded in and out on both sides of the market. So wow, Tesla is falling off a cliff. Can't believe this thing. I mean, I'm watching TSLL and thinking what an amazing move here in TSLL for those who are following, breaking to fresh low after fresh low already. We are barely 45 minutes into the trading day, and the stock is down. The ETF is down more than 2%. Sorry, 8%. My mistake. Tesla is up 5%. That's 4.93, and TSLL is down $1.10, which is nearly 10%. Let's take a look also at some losing stocks. We have SMR, which yesterday was a huge winner, if you remember it. Today down 6.5%. Maybe it's profit taking, maybe there are other reasons. Keep in mind that many stocks continue their run, others are selling off on profit taking. So the volatility goes both ways. SMR is also a stock that we covered in the morning session. Well, not extensively with a video, and it's already posted on YouTube, that video. CRCL down another 6%. This is the list, guys. So we have plenty. First of all, the TSLL ETF, you can see, down more than 10%. We have PAYX down nearly 9%, and NNE, I don't remember covering this stock. CRCL obviously down from 300 now to 200 in less than 3 trading days. So that's 1/3 of its value in 3 days. I have to say it's not a surprise. Zeta is down 2nd day in a row. That's another stock that we covered. And SCRV, I don't remember covering that stock. Okay, so let's sum things up for the rest of the trading day. Stocks to watch or ETFs to watch, definitely TSLL, Robinhood, Nvidia, and of course NKTR. If it pulls back, I'm adding it to my watch list, to one of my watch lists. It's very volatile and I don't want to say crazy, but it is crazy. And SMR, it's doing so far an inside day within yesterday's huge gap up. So huge gap up and go. But I don't see a reason to focus on SMR. I would go with SMCI better, I think. So, okay, let's round things up. SMCI for a long play, Nvidia for a long play after a pullback, NKTR for a long play after a big pullback, FedEx at the highs of the day, but that's a trade that can go both ways, still can go both ways. So we have already 4 stocks: Nvidia, SMCI, NKTR, and FedEx, and the Tesla ETF. So altogether 5. Of course, there are many others. That's just a brief list of potential movers. I'm not even getting into CRCL and the QXO and the PAYX and NNE. I mean, those are near double-digit movers, and the list is loaded with great potential movers. Okay, guys, that's it with regard to this brief morning brief. We'll see you after lunch at around 1 p.m. We'll see where the market is going, if we're going to get to the 613, which is all-time highs, and try to analyze more trades as much as we can in a brief of 14 minutes into the close. Thanks a lot for being here with us. The video will be posted in about 15 minutes. Thank you.